Miles joined our team at NutraDrip here about the same time Jason did. Miles is a graduate of University of Nebraska with an agronomy degree, farms in Nebraska out near Holdridge, and has been a multiple time state winner on the NCGA yield contest. So he doesn't have drip yet, but we're putting his first system in this fall. So the data he's going to show you and the things he's done are on pivot, but a lot of those same practices apply. So we'll see what Miles got for us.
So I'm going to keep this pretty short, but I just wanted to preface our panel discussion by just showing you what a soil test that I have looks like as a tissue test, and then just show you an overview of what applications I've made so far. So here's my soil test. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but just the main thing I want you to think about is not every soil is created equal. Just because something works on my farm, which you all know, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work on your farm. Because I have potassium base saturation of 12%. I think next level's optimal is 3 to 5. So that's one thing that we are super high on in my area is potassium, and something that we believe has really helped us achieve some of these pretty high yields. Next slide. Kurt touched on this earlier, this nutrient balance index. Just want to point this out. If you look at all these ratings, right, they're all medium. I don't have any very high levels. And at first glance, you might not think much of this tissue test, but if you look down here at the nutrient balance index, that's a 2.3. So 0 is perfect. And like Kurt said, that's about as balanced as he's ever seen. And so as we've been looking at tissue tests, and the more we look at them, the more we believe that nutrient balance index really plays a major role in your yield rather than your sufficiency ratings or something like that. This is the applications I've made to that particular field with the soil test and the tissue test that I just showed you. That's a standard dry program for us in the fall. Usually do that based on a grid sample, variable rate it, did that in-furrow treatment on all of our acres. Really the only difference between something like this, where I'm really pushing for that high top end yield, and the rest of our corn acres just got a little bit more aggressive with some foliar applications throughout the season, and just ran a little bit more fertigation and got more aggressive with some nitrogen. That's pretty much it. I just wanted to, like I say, get this out there in front of you before we have our panel discussions.